phase we move into is the analyse phase, where we start to look at all these disparate pieces of data that we've collected now, and we start to put it into a model and start to pick it and pitch it somewhere and choose a value proposition. And in fact, what I'm going to get you to do is choose a value discipline. The graph underneath the matrix, you will see 9 boxes. What you've got there is, this is a matrix that Michael Porter, who was a famous Harvard strategy professor, he came up with this model, and it's actually very, very succinct and very good. You've got 3 options: operational excellence, you've got product leadership or innovation, and you've got customer intimacy or relationship. You can only be one of these things. You can't be all of them. In the last 9 months, I have been interested in all things of the universe. I've been exploring philosophy and a few things like this, and I'm not going to preach to you at all tonight, but I am going to tell you that one of my favourites is the Tao Te Ching, or Taoism. And in the Tao Te Ching, one of the verses has that what is defined by what isn't. So a glass, its usefulness is defined by its hollowness that allows the water to hold water. Strategy is a very good analogy. Your strategy will be defined by what you choose not to do. It is so tempting to say, well, we will be the best at customer intimacy and maintain customer relationships, and we're going to provide the most innovative products, and we're going to do it at the lowest possible price. It is literally impossible to do it. Don't try. Examples of companies that fit into these boxes, we'll take the computer industry. Dell are low-cost providers. They do it extremely well, and they provide cheap computers. They even tailor them to your specs, but you're not getting elegant, beautiful computers that Apple would provide you. Apple are product leaders, and they are distinctive in their product leadership. Whereas IBM stopped manufacturing computers about 12 years ago, in 1996 with Lou Gerstner, and they only do consulting. They do sell computers, but they are only badged. They have nothing to do with it. So you can start to see in any one marketplace, there's room for a few different players of different value disciplines. That's why it's important to understand what the competition is doing so you can separate yourself. It's important to understand what you're really good at, because Dell's really good at providing computers cheaply, Apple's really good at providing innovative products, and IBM's good at consulting. You start to see how once we've started to define our market, we've started to measure what we're good at, we've started to go through these steps, that it becomes very obvious where we fit. If you still don't have a fit by the time you've got to this stage, you need to go back to the beginning or back to the previous step and start to ask some more questions, because you might have got some assumptions wrong there. That is perfectly legitimate and encouraged. Do not proceed and push on with a strategy that isn't going to provide you some growth, because you are just going to be butting your head up against wall. It does not matter how good you are or how efficient you are, you won't get anywhere with it. So it's really important that you choose your value discipline and you really drive it home.